Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and counting of 2 weeks of half-term break. And there's been a lot of Arsenal content, well, content with news at least anyway. And boy, oh boy, next week I'm going to be thinking, oh, yeah, well, if only I had like 2 more weeks of holidays, but that's not the way the world works. But anyway, we are here. We're going to be talking about some transfer news, some breaking news, some invincible news, and some more news in related to Arsenal on the other end of this music intro. Yes, indeed. Welcome back again to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. You know that you've probably seen the background. I put like that background which says breaking news live. Well, we are live. Breaking news? I'm not so sure. That's dependent on you and how you view things that we talk about here on Cannon Fodder TV. It does say somewhere down there to click the like button. That's all you have to do. Just click the like button. If you would like to come into the live chat, I know it's early doors. It's like, what's it, 21 minutes after the hour of 11 a.m. UK time at least. So some of you might be like just kind of trying to clear out the sleep from your eyes. And some of you might be at work, and some of you probably couldn't care less. But that's not going to deter us. That's not going to stop us from doing what we need to do. And that's to talk about Arsenal. Yeah, we'll talk about Arsenal. Anyhow, the first news segment is in regards to William Saliba. William Saliba not spotted in Arsenal training again ahead of a West Ham clash. They also look set to rely on Rob Holding again against West Ham, the Hammers, this weekend after William Saliba was again absent from training yesterday. Yeah, Thursday. Now, the French international has been a cornerstone of Ghana's success this season, but he appears unlikely to play a leading role in the run-in due to a continual back injury that has seen him miss the last 3 games. Now, Saliba did sustain a back injury exactly 1 month ago during the shock. It wasn't a shock, a defeat at the hands of Sporting Lisbon, anyway, at least in my eyes. Been taking an ultra cautious approach with his return. And the Gunners travel to East London on Sunday before facing Southampton the following Friday, and will then have 4 days to prepare for their summit meeting against Man City at the Etihad Stadium. So that's the latest in regards to William Saliba, at least. I think they're probably taking the right approach. There's no need to rush him back. I think there's no need to rush him back. You don't want to compound and exacerbate, the injury that he sustained on the back there. We have done a poll, William Saliba. What are your thoughts? Do you think Arsenal can survive? Let's just say now, if William Saliba was not to play any more games this season, just saying as an example, do not rush to the hills crying out, "Oh my goodness, the sky's going to fall. The sky's going to fall in on us." I'm just saying as an example, if William Saliba was not to play any more games this season, could Arsenal survive without William Saliba? So I will be going into the vote that we've done on the platform. I think inside maybe, was it half an hour ago? Or 45 minutes ago. So we'll check it out and see what your thoughts have been. What do you think? Can Arsenal survive without William Saliba for the rest of the season, as an example? That's right, Uncle Alex said it. Okay, and the second news segment, this guy here, Starboy, he says, Bukayo Saka leading the charge. Now, Mick Arteta and Arsenal hope to return to winning ways after seeing City cut into their lead and follow that up by dismantling Bayern in ominous fashion in their Champions League quarter-final first leg clash. Now, God dare me. What a game. Well, I only saw the highlights, actually. And saw the highlights. But the long-term leaders are no longer considered the favourites, apparently, according to the Daily Mirror, for a title. But that won't impact on their morale in the Arsenal camp, according to Bukayo Saka. He said, as players, we really want to do this. We know that everything is in our hands, and we just need to keep going game by game. If we win these last 8 games and get some good results, The title can be ours. So we just have to stay focused. It's a long season and we have to be consistent all the way through. So that's what we're going to do. I wouldn't say the Man City game is the final, but maybe the semi-final because it's massive and so important as both teams are fighting for the top. It's really close, so it will be a massive game. Now, the first thing that came, this just come to my mind now, is boy how time flies. I remember going to a particular pub in North London, Finsbury Park. I'm not going to mention the pub's name. And I remember watching the last game of the season where Man City, actually ended up, being a Premier League winners. But it's just so, interesting how time just literally flies. But in regards to Bukayo Saka and leading the charge and just saying, you know what, we need to be consistent. That Man City game might not be the cookie cutter or the camel that might break the camel's back, but it might be the semi-final. But we just need to be more consistent, and that's all you need to do. Like they always say, winning can be, how can I say this, can become a habit, but losing can also become a habit. But yeah, that game against Man City might be the defining game. Actually, all the games in this season has arrived Arsenal at this point in time, isn't it? All the games are important. I mean, I know we're going to be playing against West Ham on Sunday, but that will also be a defining game in this season. Whether we can get the points there, keep a clean sheet, all those instances there make up some title or some total of where Arsenal are in this point in time, which means and which tells me that all the games are important, not one particular game. All the games are important, but he's right there. It's for me. It is in Arsenal's hands. It is. Why? Because Arsenal are at the top of the Premier League tree. They're not second, not third, not bottom, not mid-table. They're at top. And yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see. I'm not going to give a prediction. We're playing away at the London Stadium. West Ham. But I'm not going to be giving a prediction. I am not sure whether my brother will be doing a watch along. I need to probably contact him, and he might actually say, "Actually, Alex, no, I've got more important things to be doing," which is quite all right. We go on to the next segment. For me, this one's I don't know whether to believe this one or not, but you take it as you see it. N'Golo Kante inquiry lodged as Mikel Arteta sent title warning. Apparently, allegedly, according to the Mirror, at least, Arsenal lodged N'Golo Kante inquiry. Yeah, regarding the potential sign of Chelsea midfielder N'Golo Kante. I'm not sure why. Why would we want to buy N'Golo Kante? Anyway, the Frenchman is out of contract at the end of the current season and will be available on a free transfer. According to a member of his entourage, Arsenal have already got in touch regarding a move across the capital. Speaking to French outlet Le Parisien, they said N'Golo Kante would like to continue his career in London, where he has his habits. What does that mean? Where he has his habits? He liked working with Antonio Kante, but has been sacked by Tottenham. We know that. Arsenal also made an inquiry. I think he will extend his deal at Chelsea before going to the Middle East in 2 or 3 years. So I don't understand it. Personally, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. His entourage, according to his entourage, really? Another Chelsea player? I don't think that's true. N'Golo Kante to Arsenal. Well, at least it says that they've made an inquiry about N'Golo Kante. I mean, what I would probably say is probably true is that, like most players who like the London life, I think he would want to remain in London. But Arsenal going in for N'Golo Kante, why would they want to do that when we've got now a plethora of midfielders from Chelsea? We've got Jorginho. I can't see this one happening myself. I'm not sure why we would go for N'Golo Kante. I probably think he's probably seen better days anyway. A new segment hot on the tracks of N'Golo Kante transfer news is Loudon. Lauren sends Arteta warning. Arsenal legend Lauren insists, the Gunners must go another level to prove that they can cope with the pressure of the title race. He said, right now, I feel Arsenal are coping with a 9 out of 10 rating with the pressure. But to get over the line and win the title, they may need to reach the 10 out of 10 and see out 3 points like they didn't quite manage at Anfield. I think they will show that they can cope with the pressure. I feel very proud of the team because they've been dominating games, winning 7 games in a row going into Anfield, such a crucial period of the season. It's been fantastic. I think they will show in the next 8 games they can cope with the pressure and get over the line. The Liverpool game was one of the all-time great Premier League games. Arsenal hugely contributed to that and were exceptional for the first half hour. Arsenal could have won, Liverpool could have won, and we end up with a draw. The team showed incredible personality and ambition, determination, and willingness to win. And the first 30 minutes showed exactly why Arsenal are deservedly top of the league. Arsenal need to maintain the very highest level until the end of the season. But overall, I can't help but feel we lost 2 points because to score 2 goals away from home, you have to find a way to maintain what we've done and get the 3 points. So that's what Master Lauren or Lauren or Liren or Lauren, how is it Lauren? I don't know, man. Maybe we need to get Lauren or Lauren on the show and ask him himself his pronunciation of his name there. But these have been the new segments coming on Canon 4 TV on this Friday. Friday? Friday means something, doesn't it? What does Friday mean? Friday means it's the Easy Talk. Ooh. The Easy Talk is back in full effect after a deserved break on my part, anyway, at least. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, we did like a look back, a throwback Friday, a Thursday, throwback Thursday. And I uploaded a previous Easy Talk that we did some 3 years ago, and it still looks fresh. Still looks fresh. Yeah. Some faces that who have now long since gone in the distance, and yeah, some faces that still remain as contributors on Canon for the TV. But yeah, in regards to the Easy Talk, it will be later on this evening, 7:30 p.m. UK time. I'm going to be joined by John Nagisa Guna, who I can see is actually in a live chat. I'm going to be joined by my brother from another mother, Glenwyn, and Brother Isaac as well. So make sure that you do check us out. 7:30 p.m. UK time. Be there or be square, as they say. That's old, man. Be there or be square. I'm showing my age, aren't I? I'm showing my age. Anyhow, let's go into our Twitter feed and see if there's been any comments or any retweets or something. Tell me something, please. Has there been? No, I don't think there has. Let's have a look. Nope. No, there hasn't been any retweets or any comments there, which is absolutely fine. Let me just quickly just check something. Oh, yes, we are live. I'm just checking the feed that says maybe we are not live, but we are live on the Twitter feed. And what I can do now, I can actually go into the poll that we did some 45 minutes ago, and it is in regards to William Saliba. And I'm just asking the question, do not panic. It's just a question. And the question is, can Arsenal survive without William Saliba until the end of the season? Like in parentheses, I'm saying until the end of the season. No, I mean, I've read the new segment there. He's not out until the end of the season. I'm just saying as an example. Could Arsenal survive without William Saliba until the end of the season? We have received 113 votes. Thank you for that. No comments just yet and 5 likes. So the question is, can Arsenal survive without William Saliba? Choose only one, check out the video. 19% of you say no. Arsenal would not be able to survive without William Saliba until the end of the season, or survive without William Saliba. And of course, 81% say actually they can survive without William Saliba. I'm just thinking, would things have been different if William Saliba had played in a Liverpool game? Would things have been different? Would we have won? Would we have shored up the back? You know, would we have escaped Anfield, the cauldron on fire, you know, on a clean sheet and with the 3 points? I don't know. But go on a platform, check it. You know, I think there's a community tab. Go in there and vote until your heart's content. The question is, can Arsenal survive without William Saliba? Choose only one. Let me just quickly refresh the page, see if there's been any more voting there. Any more votes? Any more votes? Any more votes? Let's have a look. Ah, yeah. Significant now. 136 votes. And slightly changed now in the percentages. 22% now say that Arsenal cannot survive, and 78% actually says actually Arsenal can survive without William Saliba. 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 Okay, now I can go into a live chat, and I can see that John Nagisa has been dominating. Maybe dominating is probably too much of a hard word there, but he's kindly put 3 comments in the live chat. You too can come in the live chat. You can see it's just there, somewhere there. I can't break the line there. Come in live chat and let me know your thoughts before we do end up and wrap up this show over here on Canon 40 TV. So John says, morning Gooners, and morning to you, John the Geezer. John, like I said, will be on the Easy Talk later on this evening. Kante be a goodbye. I don't know, man. Do for what reason? I don't know. We've got enough midfielders. I think what I might do like a revisit Albert Sam Lokonga, see how he's doing now in Crystal Palace. I have seen some negativity, about the player, but yeah, I don't know. N'Golo Kante to Arsenal. I can't see it. Lauren, a beast of a defender. There was an image of him grabbing the Neville brothers' neck or shirt, quite iconic there. But the quality of the picture wasn't quite good. That's the one I wanted to use there, actually. And the one I got instead was this one here, where it's just looking quite pensively to somebody there. But yeah, Lauren, a beast of a defender. What other news was there that we were going to talk about? Come on, what else was going to be something else we were going to talk about. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to talk about. Completely forgotten. So like I said, we're back in action on Sunday against the Appy Ammers. Let's make sure that they're not Appy. I think it's a 4:30 kickoff. Methinks. Let's have a look here. Let me have a look. So let's have a look. I think it might be. It's a 2 p.m. kickoff. 2 p.m. kickoff. We're playing away from home at the London Stadium. So yeah, let's make sure that when the game's over, that we have, I won't say escaped, but we've left them with nothing, and we've got all the points in hand. Because like I said, with winning, much like losing, can become a habit. So we didn't lose against Liverpool. We drew. We escaped with 1 point. And for me, it was, I don't know, was it 2 points dropped? No, I think we escaped with 1 point because Liverpool actually should have beaten us. But anyway, that's in the past now. All right. I mean, I have some news that I do want to say, but I can't say it just yet. We're still waiting for some other bits and pieces to be placed in the right place before I do deliver the news. Maybe next week or the week after, when I do break out the news in regards to the platform, some content that's coming up, some wonderful content that I want to say, but I can't say it yet because it's not been, well, it's kind of been confirmed. But if you are a member and you're watching this maybe live or on a replay, you will hear the news first. And that's all I can say, but I'm so excited for the news that I have heard. I mean, I knew about it a few weeks ago, but it's been confirmed, but we're just waiting for some other bits and pieces or elements to come together before I can actually say anything else there. But I want to say it, but I can't say it. I want to say it, but I can't say it. Anyway, yeah. Can't say it, but I want to say it. Should I say it? I can't say it. Yeah, the people will kill me. They will kill me. Anyhow. Anyway, we've got some other live comments in the live chat. We've got Ange, the first lady of Canon for the TV in the live chat. Ange, good morning to you. Are you not at work today? No, you're not, because schools have been closed. Much like myself, I've been off after Easter break for the last 2 weeks, and that garden's killing me, man. That garden, oh my goodness. My wife's just cracking the whip. Go and work in the garden. Yeah, all right, missus. Go and work in the garden. Good to see you in the live chat, Ange. God's power up. Where have you been, brother? Where have you been? Anyway, a holding is not a weak link in Arsenal, so Arsenal could survive without Saliba till the end of the season. People forget, I mean, I the Liverpool game, I didn't see the majority because we were doing things here, which meant I had to divide most of my time for the chores as well as being with my wife and not looking at the match. But the little opportunity I did get to see the game, I didn't see the penalty. And some people were saying to me that actually it wasn't a penalty. But when I've seen Rob Holding play against the likes of Sadio Mane, I know he's no longer, he's playing at Bayern Munich. And by the way, I hear some news about he punched Leroy Sané. I mean, that's unproven yet. When I see Rob Holding for me is not a weak link. All players make mistakes. From goalkeepers right up to marquee signings, all players will make mistakes. But for me, in Rob Holding, I trust. I trust in him. So I wouldn't want to hear the news about Arsenal about to sell him. I know he's still only age 27. So now he's like one of the senior players now. And who would have thought? You know what I mean? After all those years there, how he controlled that madman. Was it Diego Costa in the FA Cup final? Are you mad? Are you mad? Are you crazy? But I love Rob Holding, man. And that's what happens when a player's injured. You expect somebody else to compete for that position there. And Rob Holding has done that. He's done that. So yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying there. He is not a weakling. No, Lordy. Nah. Holding gets so much. But why is that? I don't get it. I mean, I've never made any personal attacks. I mean, I know some people will go on about, look at his hair. Oh, he's got an implant. So what? We're not here, to rate him about his fashion sense or the way his hair looks. How he plays football is the most important thing. He's a human being, I've so much respect for Rob Holding, man. And I think when I've looked at the All or Nothing, I've not seen it again. I think once is enough for me. The guy never complained. Never complained. And the ultimate professional. Never seen him. I repeat, never seen him on the front page of a newspaper or on the back paper of the newspaper, seeing or saying and doing the wrong thing. Never seen that. The ultimate professional. So Rob Holding, I hope you remain at Arsenal until you end your career. Whether that happens, it's not down to Canon 40 TV. But, and you're right, the guy gets so much disrespect. And again, I didn't see the penalty. Some people said to me, actually, Alex, it wasn't a penalty. I said, well, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. But if it is, all players make mistakes. They will make mistakes. That's gonna make me laugh. Afternoon shift. Right. You know what? Because I work for an agency, and those of you who don't know, or maybe you do know, and you don't want to be told, because you work for an agency, the positive things is the power has always been in my hands, and I always negotiate my rate of pay. Those of you who work direct with a school, whether it's a London borough, your pay is a little bit more restricted, but I've always been one to have control of my pay. Unfortunately, when the schools are off, I don't get paid because I'm not working. But with the agency that I do work with, they do accumulate holidays that I've earned over the week, and that's fair enough. But yeah, maybe give me one more week, but give me the pay. Oh, dear me. First Lady and the crew will be back We'll be back on Thursday. Now, I have been told that the semi-final, yeah, well, the women's semi-final, there were tickets, but the tickets have just been sold out. They have just been sold out. And let me quickly, Ange, can you remind everyone, Arsenal women are playing against, I probably could do it here. Oh. Oh yeah, Wolfsburg. That's it. That's it. So the first leg of Champions League, I mean, I've been told those tickets were I mean, the price not comparable to the men's tickets. And if you're thinking about trying to get a ticket to watch Arsenal now, unless you're looking to remortgage your house, forget about it. Now, I have been asked by somebody if I can get a ticket for the Wolves game. I was thinking, the Wolves game? Last game of the season? I mean, I've been hearing like £20,000, £25,000 per ticket. They do that because they know some people will pay those prices there. But the main point I was trying to get at, the first leg against Wolfsburg, which is on the 23rd of April. I'm not sure if Andrew's still in the live chat. I saw that I was told that the tickets are in single figures, but they've just sold out. I was thinking, you know what? I'd like to take my sister and my wife to the Emirates and just actually, you know, to get to see Arsenal play. Whether it's the men or the women's game, the women's players, it's possibly not going to happen unless I'm going to remortgage something, and I don't own a house here in the UK. All right. I think we're possibly. Are we? Oh, sorry. It gets back. Oh. Sorry about this, people. I just need. What's this? Oh, wow. Okay. There we go. There we go. Right. I can see. If you look here, there's been any other comments thus far? Okay, I'm just going to quickly refresh the page and see where we are with the voting. The vote question is, can Arsenal survive without William Saliba? But I did a little bit towards the end. I said, can Arsenal survive without William Saliba until the end of the season? Now, it's not been confirmed that he's out until the end of the season. I'll just put that in there. Yeah, so don't go, running for the hills and crying to your mum and your papa because Alex said it on Canon 40 TV. I'm just saying it as an example. Can Arsenal survive without William Saliba until the end of the season? Now, we've had 155 votes. Thank you so very much for that, because that's a poll that I put up 45, almost an hour ago. 5 likes, no comments just yet. So go and continue to vote. 20 now, 6% are saying that actually Arsenal cannot survive without William Saliba, and 74% actually say Arsenal can survive because we've got Super Rob Holding. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Okay, and I think we're going to possibly end this unless there are any other comments coming in. I'll hold fast. And also just to remind everybody that later on this evening, because it's Friday, we have the return of the Easy Talk. The Easy Talk is back in full effect. I'm going to be joined by John the Geezer Guna, also brother Glenwyn and brother Isaac. 7:30 p.m. UK time. Check it out, please. It's the return of the return of the return. I don't know how many returns we can actually do, but it's enough. Return. All right. So I believe we're gonna probably end this one now. There's no other comments. I believe no more comments. Any more comments? I believe no more comments. And just a final say here. I'm not sure. Probably it's not going to happen in regards to a watch along with my brother. I've not heard anything. I might have to just nudge him with a message and say, "Hey, bro, are you doing a watch along?" And he might just say, "Bro, I got work," and that is completely fine. that is okay, because life goes on, man. It's not all about the podcasting, even though I've been like half the 2 weeks I've been like kind of lounging, but also been working on other bits and pieces of projects. But it's not only about podcasting, unless podcasting is your job. Podcasting is not my job. It's a hobby. It just happens to pay certain bills, like the Wi-Fi or my mobile phone bill, and that is just it. We're no millionaires over here, man. We're not going to be millionaires on doing content creation. It's just and will be a hobby, and that is that. That is that. Okay, so we're finished over here. Make sure that you do tune in later on this evening for the Easy Talk 7 p.m. 7:30 p.m. Yes, the return of the return of the return of the return of the Easy Talk. I mean, how many returns have we had over the last 5 years of the Easy Talk? Anyhow, thank you to you for tuning in to me, listening to me gas on about Arsenal transfers and N'Golo Kante. Don't think so. Don't think so. Bukayo Saka saying, listen, we just need to be more consistent. The game against Man City won't be the defining game. I'm looking at a broader concept that the spectrum, the whole season has arrived Arsenal at this point, which means it will be important. All the games are important. Sunday's game against West Ham will be important. But he's just saying that we just need to be more consistent and fight. Lauren, defender, invincible, said the same thing, but Arsenal need to go another level, to get themselves over the line. And N'Golo Kante? Nah, not for me. Anyhow, this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.